Hi everyone, and welcome to this new learning series presented by the Federation of Quebec Alzheimer's Societies, entitled Care Interventions for People Living with Dementia During COVID-19 Pandemic. My name is Noa Bengayed, and I'm the Director of Research and Development Quality of Services at the Federation, and I will be presenting today's capsule on the 10 warning signs and the symptoms of neurodegenerative disease. So the first probably symptom or warning sign that we should pay attention is the memory loss. This memory loss really has to affect the day-to-day ability of a person. It's normal to occasionally forget appointments, colleagues' name, or friends' phone numbers, only to remember them a short while later. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may forget things more frequently or may have difficulty recalling information that has recently been learned. Second symptoms is also difficulties performing familiar tasks. So busy people can be so distracted from time to time, they may forget to serve part of a meal only to remember about it later. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may have trouble completing tasks that have been familiar to them or their lives, such as preparing a meal or playing a game, for example. The third symptom is problem with language. So forgetting words or substituting words that don't fit in the context. So anyone can have trouble finding the right words to express what they want to say. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may forget simple words or may substitute words such that they are saying or is difficult to understand. The fourth symptom is disorientation in time and space. It's common to forget the day of the week or one's destination for a moment, but people with Alzheimer's disease can become lost in their own street, not knowing how they got there or how to get home. So that's why we hear from time to time about the person who is lost, but this is really down to the symptom of disorientation in space and in time. The fifth symptoms or risk factor is impaired judgment. Sorry. So not to be able to recognizing a medical problem that needs attention, or another symptom would be to be wearing light clothing on a cold day, for example. So from time to time, people may make questionable decisions, such as putting of seeing a doctor when they are not feeling well, for example. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may experience changes in judgment or decision making, such as not recognizing a medical problem that needs attention, or wearing heavy clothes, for example, on a hot day. The fifth symptoms, the sixth symptoms, Hi everyone, and welcome to this new learning series, Care Interventions for People living with Dementia during COVID-19 Pandemic, presented by the Federation of Quebec Alzheimer's Societies. My name is Noa Bengayed. I'm the Director of Research and Development Quality of Services, and I will be presenting today's capsules on the 10 warning signs and the symptoms of neurocognitive disease. So you may probably know some of the symptoms and how they relate to the disease is what we're going to present you today. So probably the most common or known symptoms is the memory loss. It's normal to occasionally forget appointments, colleagues' names, friends' phone number, only to remember them a short while later. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may forget things more often or may have difficulties recalling information that has recently been learned. The second symptom is difficulties performing familiar tasks. So busy people can be distracted from time to time. They may forget to serve part of a meal only to remember it later. However, for people with dementia, they may have trouble completing the tasks they have been familiar with, and such as preparing a meal or playing a game. Another symptom is problems with language. Anyone can have a problem finding the right words to be used in a sentence and to express what they want to say. However, for a person with dementia, they may forget simple words or may substitute words such that what they are saying become more difficult to understand. Another symptom is disorientation in time and space. It's common to forget the day of the week or one's destination for a moment. But when it comes to Alzheimer's disease and dementia, it can become, a person can be lost in the streets that they perfectly know in their own street, or not knowing how they got into a place or how to go home. Another symptom is impaired judgment. So from time to time, people may make questionable decisions, such as putting off seeing a doctor when they are not feeling well. However, for a person with dementia, they may experience changes in judgment or decision making, such as not recognizing a medical problem that needs attention, or wearing heavy clothes, for example, on a hot day, or not the appropriate shoes, for example, when it's raining or when it's snowing outside. Another symptom is problems with abstract thinking. So from time to time, we may have difficulties with tasks that require abstract thinking, such as balancing a checkbook, making some calculation. However, when it comes to dementia, people may encounter some significant difficulties with such tasks because of a loss of understanding what numbers are for and how they are made to be used. Finally, these 4 lost symptoms. So misplacing things. Anyone can temporarily misplace a wallet or keys. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may put things in inappropriate places. For example, putting an iron in a freezer or a wristwatch in a sugar bowl. So these symptoms happen quite often, and it's also a matter of changes in mood and behavior that can be seen. Anyone can feel sad or moody from time to time. However, for a person with dementia, these variants can happen quite often. The mood swings from calmness to tears to anger for no apparent reason. And we need to pay attention to what can be the cause or the leading cause behind such a change in behavior or in mood. And finally, the last 2. A symptom that is also associated to the changes in mood and behavior is the change in personality. Personalities can change in very subtle ways over time. However, a person with Alzheimer's disease may experience more striking personality changes and can become confused, suspicious, or withdrawn. Changes may also include lack of interest, fearfulness, or acting out of character. And finally, the last symptom or sign that can also be observed is the lack or and the loss of initiative. It's normal to tire of housework, business activities, or social obligations, but most people regain their initiative. However, for a person with Alzheimer's disease, she may become passive, disinterested, and requires cues and prompting to become involved. So if you need more information, please visit our website, www.alzheimerquebec.ca, or send us an email at info@alzheimerquebec.ca. And please reach out and contact your local Alzheimer's societies. There's 20 Alzheimer's societies across Quebec, so please feel free to reach out to them. Thank you again for your attention.